Hello, hello! Welcome to the show. Psyche Unit back here with some more Minecraft and on another adventure. And I've recently been asked by a water bear to take a look and see if there's any place that he could put a game. I asked about what size he needed. He said that about that size would work for him. And the first thing I had come to mind was this area over here, because I don't know what I'm going to do with any of this. I do know that that floaty island is going bye-bye. I also know that this area, for the most part, is really freaking ugly, and I would like to see something happen to it. But because, as you can see, I only have, I think, 10 chunks loaded at any time. But even if I went 12, I don't think anything but the T is going to show up out here. So I'm thinking that this area would work for me. This is being my gaming area. I have that one there. I have another one planned that will be right in the same area. And then I have the ability to extend it to other areas for other games. Well, if I put a bridge from there to there, I could open up this area for others to create games in. And that way, as long as he wasn't super big on space where he was planning whatever he's planning, I think there should be enough room over here for quite a few different things. This right here was that thing we were looking at that had like the donut hole with the water coming through in the last episode. So I give you a basic idea as to what is around the area. Not much around here, not any super fantastic visuals or anything like that, so I don't think we're like, you know, that's what came into my inventory. It's like, what came into my inventory? It was a piece of netherrack. When I came through the portal, something popped in. I couldn't figure out what it was. But yeah, I think this would be a good location. And that also means that if he wanted to go with a different color combination or whatever, it is going to be a little bit further away and behind the actual area that I'm personally building in. He basically put forth the idea of having an area over here for the games, since I was already making a gaming area, to just go ahead and put them all in the same location. It's a pretty smart idea. I mean, that way if we wanted to just get on here and dink around one night, play some games, they're all right here, so we wouldn't have to travel all over the place to do that. So I am all for that. I'm curious to know how much I can take this down here. It is almost all dirt. Well, that works for me. I'll just level this out at this level, and then I can create freaking Enderman over here constantly. I can create a bridge going across this direction. Diagonal bridges are quite a challenge. They're a chore and a half, and a lot of people have done them. A lot of people even tried doing bridges that change direction. And in Minecraft, I just don't know if it translates well, because it's a square game. To me, it just, no matter what the outcome is at the end, as far as visually, it just looks kind of wrong to me. But I really want to try to do it, because it is such a challenge. It is such a thing that, for the most part, doesn't seem to be done well or correctly. There's no real right or wrong reason for something. You know, there's always a way to create whatever you want, and to say that one thing is wrong or not. One thing is wrong and one thing is correct. Really, I have no business saying that. I mean, I'm not the person to be judging whether or not something is done correctly, per se. But that's just my personal opinion as far as how things look. Whether or not it looks good, to me, it doesn't. So let's go ahead and finish some landscaping on this here in a little bit, but I think if we do this here, I can do it literally on the diagonal from this location and just come up right there, right across this area here that's really pretty high anyway. I think I'll dig out some of this to make it a little bit lower, make it look a little bit more like a passage, and then if I do this well enough, I should be able to even ride a boat underneath it. I think that'll work for us. Is there more? That has been lit up. Okay. I heard the footstep via the sand and immediately thought there was going to be a creeper blowing up. Got hit by a couple of creepers already today. I've been on here for like 10-15 minutes maybe, and stinking creepers. Creepers be creeping, man. Always be creeping. Ooh, there's some more clay. I'll probably grab that here pretty quick too. Oh, oh, oh. Don't drown yourself now. Alright, that looks a little bit better. Give us a little passageway in between there. And then I'm going to put in a diagonal bridge. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and use the stone brick, since we already have that theme fairly prevalent through here. Let me throw some torches down real quick, because otherwise we're going to get had. Put that there. As you can tell from my voice, I'm still getting over the cold. I am feeling pretty good. I just sound lousy. Still got the coughs and the hacks and whatnot, but I feel like I'm doing decent enough today that I can do some recording. I apologize if you don't feel the same way I do about it. Hearing somebody that's, you know, I guess a little bit nasally, if you will, doesn't really bother me too much. I do notice it, especially like I've noticed a couple of times while watching like a television program or something like that, where an actor was obviously sick for one of the shootings, but then they did makeups or retakes, or they added some lines later on, and then they won't have a cold. So it's kind of interesting. Yes, it's the same person talking, and yes, they look the same, and the set is the same, but why is one scene have them with a cold sounding voice and one does not? Interesante, no? Interesante, sí. So in that sense it can ruin things, but you know, if you're doing something like this where you have a cold, ergo your voice just sounds, you know, like you have a cold, it's not going to change because you're doing one part of it, you know, several days, weeks, months apart from each other. At most, I'll be the next day, and I highly doubt that I sound that much different the next day. So let's go ahead and take this guy out here. I'll throw some torches down over there as well. That also means I need to incorporate a road over there, which I kind of wanted to do anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And then I also will flatten this out a little bit, make it a little bit easier to come through here with path and all that. But we can do that as time goes by. I'll get the see here. Yeah, I think this will work. I'm just going to leave that at the level it's at. I think that'll work just fine. And then I want to do diagonal, like from this corner is fine as well. Let's go ahead and put some pillars up here. I guess we'll do in the water, like right on the edge, or I think right here, a good spot. So we'll go up 3, 4, and then we'll go 1, 2, and then right here. Is that correct? 1, 2, yeah. Like so. And that can be kind of our, oh, that is wrong. would be one back. That can be our starting point here for where the bridge is going to be. Do I want to go one more higher with that? I'm okay with putting torches on these. I think I want the, let's see here. I want it at that level. Yeah, I'm gonna go one more higher, like so. Okay. So that'll be the height of the level here. Let's go ahead and throw some more down. And then very, very quickly here.
You're all going to die down here.
Very quickly, we're all going to die. I want to just lay it out. Do I want to do half slab level? It might not be a bad idea, honestly. You don't have to worry about lighting the whole thing up. Although I'm not worried about it. I don't have to worry about it either. So that way I can get an idea as to where it's going to go. And I will just follow this center. Is that? Yep. The center all the way through to this other side here. And then we can worry about shape once we know where everything's going to be. So I might have to tear some of these down. But I don't really feel like making an arched bridge for this. I think just a flat bridge will be fine. Maybe throw some kind of arches underneath it for the support. But I want the top itself to be pretty open. Oh, that's pretty good right there. That will work really well. So be this one is the center, and then we'll have the two like so, which means that our pillars are going to be there. Let's go ahead and throw some moss on this one. Like that, and nope, not that high. Like that. And I'll put some torches on these as well. Yeah, I like that. It's not super long. It's high enough that going underneath it shouldn't be a problem on a boat. Oh yeah, more than fine for that. Then I have plenty of room to add some architectural stuff into it as well. That should work really well. Okay. So we've got the bridge thing figured out. Got a decent shape to it. It is the same across the way and on each side. And now I just need to incorporate some kind of architectural detailing. I think the first thing that needs to be taken care of is adding some bulkiness to this. So I want to go ahead and just extend the footing of this all the way through. I don't have to do that one. Kind of. Oh, you know what? I want to make sure. No, that is correct. Kind of giving this a big square block at the edge here where it is. Ay. Do this on both sides. Give it a really strong feel for having a good footing this way. I'm very much a person that doesn't think that kind of thing should happen, where if you're looking at it from the side and you have something that's man-made going into something that's natural, you shouldn't have man-made on top of natural. It just looks wrong. I don't know. Some people feel differently about it. I personally am one of those people that thinks it needs to be, made to look like it should. Well, I don't know. Be more realistic, honestly. That's the way I feel about it. But some people don't feel the same way. Okay, so now we have like that big structure coming in, and that is also centered along the thing. We can do that over on this one as well. Do the exact same situation, bring that out. But I want to add something else to it, not just that. The problem is we are on a diagonal, so we got to figure out how to make this work for us. I think an easy way to tie stuff in on the diagonal is by stepping it. And by that I mean you add things like stairs where you're integrating a shape that is still based on the square, but because you're doing it with this idea of always having something attached, like that, like that, you're always going to have some kind of shape going on. Now this is a problem for this because of how wide it is, so I almost think it'd be better to just put it in the center. If that is the case, we don't need that one or that, but that's okay, we'll make that work. So I do want to actually give a little bit of an arch feel to it here. Let's go ahead and bring that on that side. Pull the blocks back down on it here. And that's going to give us an arch feel to it, and then I can incorporate those stairs. Boom. Boom. Yes. See how that kind of makes up for the fact that you're screwing with the actual shape of things there. It gives that arched support look. It does indeed. I like that. Okay, so we can wrap this like so, maybe. I don't want to finish this off. Or do I want to even have anything there? I don't know that I need to. I think I'm just going to leave that open. We don't have anything on the edges of those. We don't need to add it to that. And then add some more half slabs on the underneath here, maybe. Or we can also add a full block to that one. See, that doesn't work though. Oh, okay. So we'll take these out, put this in here, and that in there, and then come back with the stairs. Like that, and like that, then incorporate the half slabs. Right? How's that look? Yes, it's got a nice natural step to it. It feels like it's being supported, although here at the end. No, I don't know. I feel like this should be... oh, I can do that by doing that. Bada boom. Yep, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so we have that feeling that it's got this nice natural... there you go. That's what I'm looking for. A little bit of a curve to it, so it does feel like it's got an arched thing. And we'll bring this over this way like so. And then once we get both sides done, it'll have a very shallow curve. But I think that'll give us a feel of strength and architectural correctness to it, where it looks like it could actually support itself. I need to put something on this side. I'm missing something. What is different? Something's different. No, it's not. Is it? Why does that look wrong? I don't know. Because you're crazy? Alrighty. I think we've got it. It does give the illusion that it's almost like it's bent because of the way that it works out, but I do have the curve that I was looking for. It is the same side to side, and I feel that, you know, I got like this archway. It feels like it's supported to me. I think that's about as good as you're gonna get when it comes to a bag. When it comes to a bag. When it comes to a bridge built on the diagonal. But I'm pretty pleased with it. Pretty pleased with it. Yeah. Alright. So that's that project. The next one is over by the actual base. Stupid boats. Actual base area. And it has to do with putting my bed in its hopefully last location. So I'm going to meet you guys over there once I clear my inventory out and get a few supplies together to make that happen. But now I can have Water Bear come over here and show him the area that he can build in. I think this will work pretty well for us. And I'm pretty excited too that people are interested in adding to the project in some aspect. Adding more entertainment value is always good, right? I think I'm going to take that all down though. This looks weird just floating there like that. Huh. So, there's one other thing I wanted to do today, and it's something that I've wanted to do for a while, and that's get my bed up there. But before we get going on that, first things first, I'm just going to go put a couple of torches around here. Because it is underneath that, it's going to stay dark here regardless, so they will be taken care of in a different way here at some point in time. But before I start working on this here, I wanted to get that done. So as far as I know, all I got to do is come up here and touch this with something. It's going to fix this lighting glitch that's taking place up here. So I'm going to first do that, and hopefully, or just load it. Now is it going to come back if I go back down? That's the question. It did not. Sweet! Okay, so then I just got to deal with this one here. I have not actually been up here, so I don't know if this is actually going to be a good spot to put my bed or not, but I'm hoping it will be. The biggest issue is if we can get a way to link up portals so that we can actually choose to come to this location. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and poke through right here, and as long as I don't hit a tree, we should be okay. Let's go ahead and come up again, and I'll put a torch on that so I know that's the way down. I mean, look at this here. So we are going to have to widen this up a bit to make it make more sense, and I also kind of want to put a bottom on it at some point, which is fine. All these things are totally doable. I'm not concerned about that being a problem or anything. So I am okay with this. Take that out like so, and this out like so, and that's where I'm going to go ahead and put the portal in place. Kind of help, not necessarily hide it, but bring it into its surrounding. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did with this one, where I go into the portals on both sides before I do anything with that. But the first thing I need to do is take down the coordinates of this one here. Coordinates on this one for the X is 3918. Oh, come on, pin, right? 3918. Okay. And the Z is 4358. 4358. Alrighty. So I also have back. I also have a bed with me to place up here. Keep my spawn up here. For now, I think I'm just gonna set it right there, in hopes that this will be a decent location to put it in the long term. I don't know exactly how what I'm going to do as far as how things look up here yet, so I'm not going to worry about that too much at the moment. I know. Stop smoothing stuff out. Okay, so I'm not going to sleep in that yet because I need to make sure this is going to work, and hopefully timing-wise, this will be perfect. I have the portal in place. I got the location of the portal figured out. I'm going to go ahead and light that portal, and then I'm going to dig down where is it? This guy here, and go put the portal in place in the nether. Well, because this is the complete opposite direction that I thought it would be, and still think it should be, I'm a bit confused on this. I don't know if this is going to work the way it's supposed to or not, but I was positive that it would have been this direction. There's the main portal here. It ended up being this direction. It says, after I looked at it, 495.45. So I'm standing right here. F3. This is 491.546. Okay. So that is the area it's supposed to be in right there, right? I think so. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and put this in place and see what happens. If this works out, I'm fine with it. You know, it's just somehow I got backwards on the whole thing. I mean, I know that's at a diagonal. Oh, okay, so that'd be in line with that. Actually, that makes more sense. Makes much more sense. That means that is pushed way back. This may be a problem. It may want us to try to sink us into this one for the portal, which should be like right here. So hopefully this works out for us. All we can do is try. Let's do it. See what happens here. Ready? Oh. Okay. We're in the right location. Let's sleep. Yes. We have reset our spawn to the island up in the hills or the mountains or whatever. The floaty island. Got a great view here, by the way. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah. The best part is I'll be able to look down on that, which is what I've been spending so much time on. You see all that? Got quite a bit of it taken care of. Still working on it. Got a little bit right there, and then I'll start implementing trees and stuff. Next episode, we'll probably take another look at that, but we'll see. Alright, let's go back through. See if we end up in the right portal. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, that's weird as hell. That's not a problem. But going into this... it brings us up here, it just doesn't bring us back? Interesting. And I'm going to guess it's always going to be this side that it wants to bring us out of. So if we go through this... oh, that's not good. Seriously? Okay, that's not working right there. Let's go ahead and disconnect this one here. Okay, go through this one. All is well. Go through this one. All is well. Now I can push this back a little bit further to help that, but if it's picking us up on that one, the best thing I can do is put this in the location it should be in. See, now this should go through. There we go. Okay, so that's good to go. Now let's relight that and see if we can get this to push us to the other. Yes! Okay, I think we got it. I think we got it here. Go through this one. And let's go into this one. Okay, we're coming out those both times. What about this guy here? Good to go in it, and back through. Shoot! I wonder why it keeps on doing that. Well, okay, so if I go back through this, is this going to bring me back to the top? No. Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those crapshoot things where it just does whatever it feels like doing, and I'm just going to have to get used to it. So there might be a few times when people come over here and they get sent to the wrong situation, because this one right here seems to be linking up to whatever it feels like. But so far, I mean, I'm going through this no problem. I always end up in this. I don't know. I'm going to toy with it a little bit more off camera and see if I can't make sure that it's fixed for good. I think we can get it to work. It's just because the double is so far off the location it actually should be, it is causing some problems. I wonder if I enter from... Now if I jump... Nope, still came out there. That's very weird. Oh well, it is what it is. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Look forward to seeing you in the next episode. As usual, folks, thanks for watching. Please go check out my Extra Life campaign and help me raise some money for a great cause to help sick children in need. Part of the Children's Miracle Network. More information can be found down in the description. I am just baffled. We'll see you next time, guys. Huh.